Et coucou, on se retrouve pour la suite de notre let's play sur UNMETAL. Donc on avait vu ça dans l'épisode précédent, on le relance.
There were trucks and containers all over the place. I wanted to hide in the right truck. Serial number 233980. But Machine Gun Mike could be waiting for me, seeking revenge.
Ah, Mike, il est peut-être encore là. Ah, ben il est là. Oh.
Come on, folks. Try tossing your puny grenades now.
Machine Gun Mike?
Nope. Now I go by the name Splash Mike.
Why Splash?
Because I'm going to splash your entrails all over the place.
Cours. Splash Mike maintenant. Oh là là. Ok, lance-roquette. Attends, lance-roquette, il est où? Merde, je suis mort. Oh, je suis mort. Compte les roquettes, c'est une par une. Hein. Parfait. On va l'attendre. Il est où? Charge. Ouf.
It was a sturdy tank. Rockets barely scratched the paint job.
But why didn't you attack it from behind? It's the weak point of many models.
I was testing its entire surface armor. I concluded that every side was strong, except the rear.
Ok. Le problème, c'est les munitions. Où l'arrière en fait? Je vois pas où est l'arrière de l'avant. Ça c'est l'arrière? Je sais pas où est l'arrière de l'avant. J'ai plus de balles moi. J'ai plus de mun les gars. Je vais attendre qu'il arrive, hein. Mais il me donne des grenades aussi, lui. Je veux pas de grenades, moi. Oh! Comment il m'a touché? C'est interdit, ça. Hein. Bon. Ok. On va accélérer le truc, là. Splash Mic. Ok, attends. Voilà, on va le viser directement derrière. On va pas attendre. Voilà. Je vais bien me cacher, Soucis. Il me donne des grenades. Allez, tire. Ça, c'est pas l'arrière. Non, je crois pas. D'où l'arrière? Je sais pas. Je sais pas si c'est l'arrière ou pas. C'est chaud. Chaud parce que j'ai pas de munitions. L'arrière, normalement, c'est là. Je pense que là j'ai lu dans l'arrière, je pense. Donc il tire ici. Ah oui, mais faut me donner des roquettes, mon pote. Faut pas me donner des grenades, s'il vous plaît, si vous voulez. Mettre là. C'est chaud. Je vais mettre ici. J'espère qu'il va pas me toucher. C'est bon. Voilà.
Boss defeated.
Dans l'épisode précédent, on a eu avec sa mitrailleuse.
Dealing with the tank, I found the truck and hid inside. The driver showed up a few minutes later and unknowingly aided my escape.
And the military didn't find it weird that everything in the northern parking lot was destroyed?
Who knows? Maybe it's a regular occurrence.
But the truck driver must have seen all that destruction.
Well, you know how military grunts are. They only think when ordered to.
Ok, stage complète. Bon. Les secrets, je sais pas ce que c'est. Partie 6, soucis techniques.
So, in the end, you escaped, hidden on that truck?
Yep.
What about the shit you told me about not escaping in a truck to prevent pollution?
Because the first time, it would have been me behind the wheel. This time, the truck was going to leave, with or without me. Which means the pollution wasn't my fault.
How convenient.
Les caisses.
Fox, do you copy?
Hey, it's the concrete paparazzi.
Concrete paparazzi. Ha! Such an asshole. But I like it. How's that escape of yours going?
Making progress. I'm currently stowed away in a truck.
Communications are hot. You really pissed them off, Fox.
I guess we're both gifted with pissing people off. Sorry about the concrete joke, by the way.
Nah, don't worry about it. Better to have a sense of humor about being jailed over some concrete blocks. By the way, you haven't seen them, right?
I've seen concrete everywhere, Robert, but nothing as big as you mentioned.
Ah, well. Send a postcard when you get home, my friend.
Definitely. Over and out.
Alors, on est dans un camion.
The truck stopped at last. Its destination was a small port owned by the clandestine base. Looked like the truck was carrying packages to be transported by sea. As we arrived, I overheard a conversation between the driver and a hangar officer.
Are you gonna tell me what the fuck you're bringing me at this time of night?
Sir, I have an order to send this load by sea.
Fuck! You're waking me up for this? I already told your officer. All maritime operations are canceled. We're waiting for the nuclear warheads to arrive, and we won't ship anything else until there's a new order.
Hold on, you said nuclear warheads?
Yes, that's what I heard them say.
God save us.
That's impossible.
You sound just like the Colonel.
Faire un rapport au colonel Harris.
Colonel Harris, are you there?
Here I am, son. You sound tense. Are you all right? Where are you?
I escaped in a truck. I'm now in a hangar at a port.
That's great news. Find a phone and call.
Not so fast, Colonel. It's an ex-army port. I'm not safe yet. I have new information about Operation Jericho. Just overheard a conversation. Sounds like they're waiting for nuclear warheads.
Nuclear warheads? That's impossible. Are you certain?
That's what I heard.
This can't be. You just can't pluck nuclear weapons out of thin air. They're extensively regulated.
Is it possible they stole them?
We don't have any news about any theft in any country. If they were stolen, either a country hid the fact or it happened while I was captive here.
Is it possible to build them? These people have a lot of resources.
They'd need radioactive material and it can't be freely obtained. Not to mention a big lab and highly skilled people to produce them.
Whatever the case, they managed to acquire some.
If that's true, son, we're screwed.
Hold on, Colonel. I heard something. Crap, they started the engine. I'll call you later. I have to jump out before the truck drives off.
Toujours mon lance-roquette dans les bras.
Close the door.
Ok. On va fouiller, hein. je suis plein de tout. Ouais, j'ai besoin de rien, non merci. Je vais aller voir ce qu'elle a quand même. Ok, je suis absolument plein de tout. On me donne beaucoup de grenades. Donc ça veut dire que ça va grenader. On me donne énormément de soins aussi. Ah,
Hey, Leonard, look! It's the prisoner!
Léonard.
Leonard, not Mike.
These guys were Leonard's. Mike doesn't fit engineers.
Quick, call for backup! So they get the credit? No way! I'm fed up with them making fun of us just because we're engineers. You're right, Leonard. They treat us like nobodies because we don't carry a rifle. Our weapon is our intellect. To the controls! We'll tell them we saw the prisoner.
Ah d'accord. On va s'attaquer au Léonard.
Radial saw.
Oh.
Guys, you're engineers. Don't play soldiers with me, okay? I won't hurt you. Come on, let me pass. I'll give you some trading cards.
Eat a dick.
Fine. I don't know what you have on those computers, but any unsaved work is going to get lost. The saws were controlled by the terminals. I only had to destroy them, and with all the noise in the hangar, a few explosions wouldn't draw any attention. But I had to be careful not to kill the engineers, and heal them in case they
Oh
got
là là,
injured.
c'est pour ça qu'il y avait autant de soins et de grenades. Attends. C'est compliqué là. En fait, ce qui est compliqué dans ce jeu, c'est qu'on peut pas lancer en diagonale. Donc c'est un peu compliqué là. Sauf si j'arrive à péter le truc de là sans le blesser. Waouh! Je fais quoi là? Ah, je suis obligé d'aller blesser. Non, attends, comment je passe? En fait, il y a celui... Faut que je vois d'abord celui d'en bas à droite. Celui en bas à droite, c'est lui qui est le plus embêtant parce que lui, il faudrait que j'arrive à le choper lui. Mais comment je vais faire? Est-ce qu'il y a moyen? Ah, par là je peux... Ah, on peut passer par là. Ok, d'abord lui. Mais... Vite, lui là-bas. Et lui. C'est bon. Maintenant, on va le remonter, récupérer un peu tout le stuff qu'on a laissé là-haut. Le soin, les grenades, il y en avait pas mal là-haut. Vu qu'on était full, j'ai pas récupéré. Maintenant, on peut se servir. C'est bon, j'ai tout pris. Ok, j'avais pas vu qu'on pouvait passer, tu vois. Il y a des passages, des fois, on les remarque pas. Ah, la deuxième partie. De l'XP. Level up, alors, qu'est-ce qu'on a? Corps 5, kit de premier secours max, plus 4. Sommet réparteur, vous endormez les gardes 2 fois plus rapidement et vous les traînez plus vite. On va mettre ça. Alors, on soigne tout ce beau monde. Hop, et le dernier ici. Parfait. On va se restuffer. Ah, j'ai pas pris ces caisses. Tac, tac, ça c'est bon. On prend la dernière caisse. Et voilà. Bon, je suis pas full grenade, mais bon. On espère que ça suffira.
Copy, Colonel.
Still in that hangar?
Yes, Colonel. Still trying to figure out how to get out of here. By the way, guess what? They have a mini rescue submarine.
Rescue? These people don't look like they go around rescuing people.
I'm getting inside to have a look. Maybe I can ride it out of here.
Un sous-marin. Ok, bon, on va rentrer dans un sous-marin. Pourquoi pas? Ah, ah oui.
Well, look at what we have here.
Document.
Fiddling with the controls, levers, and compartments, I managed to discover the submarine's logbook. It contained details about its last mission, a rescue operation. The details didn't catch my attention at first, but this logbook turned out to hold exactly the answers we were looking for.
Alors, je vais lire les documents.
The fourth document was the logbook of a mini rescue submarine. It mentioned its last mission, a successful rescue operation from a week ago. The target was a sinking submarine. The K-278 Consomolets, suffering from an onboard fire in the Barents Sea. Apparently, 2 nuclear torpedoes were salvaged during the job. The warheads involved in Operation Jericho. The third file of Operation
Bon,
Jericho.
ça c'est vu. On va peut-être contacter le
Did you
colonel.
find anything, Fox?
I found a logbook
Voilà.
with a single recorded mission. It says, Mission, Deep Rescue, successfully completed. Return date. Fuck, a week ago. I'll continue reading. Rescue in the Barents Sea. Objective, submarine K-278 Komsomolets.
Damn it. The Komsomolets.
Have you heard of it?
Of course. It's a Soviet submarine that sank after catching fire. But I can't think of any connection between these scum and the Soviets.
Maybe they're a Russian faction and went to rescue their comrades. Or they could be trying to trade the crewmen for Russian nukes or something.
Fox, this wasn't a rescue mission.
But the log says...
The Komsomolets sank over a year ago. There's not a soul alive down there. It's not people they were hauling. It was something else.
Colonel, what was the sub armed with?
As far as I know, 2 nuclear torpedoes. Fuck!
There it is. The nuclear warheads for Operation Jericho. Kindly donated by the Soviet Union in a game of finders keepers.
If what you say is true, they had to bring those torpedoes in by sea and take them to a lab. The whole Komsomolets have been contaminated by the radiation, which means they would need a sarcophagus.
A sarcophagus? Like the one for Tutankhamun? Did you smoke something, Colonel?
Don't be an idiot, Fox. A sarcophagus is something that confines radiation, preventing everyone from dying while they transport the goods. It has to be something thick, heavy.
Like 2 huge concrete blocks. Fuck, I have to call Robert.
Fox, wait.
What's up, Colonel?
I hear footsteps. Soldiers are walking down the hall. Damn it. I think my time is up. Listen to me carefully, son. The situation is critical. You have to escape as soon as possible and call the Cavalier. Understood? The fate of countless people rests on you, Fox. Colonel Harris out.
That was my final communication with Colonel Harris.
Alors, on va appeler Robert.
Jesse here. Do you copy?
I hear you. Fox, looks like you're gonna transfer a prisoner. Someone called Alan Harris.
I know. Do you know what they plan to do?
No idea, Fox. But looks like the orders are coming from top brass. You're really pissing them off, my friend. Be careful. Maybe they'll use him against you.
I'll keep that in mind. By the way, I have something to tell you about your concrete.
Don't tell me him. Man, you rock.
I don't know where they are, but they've been used as a sarcophagus.
A sarcophagus? Like the one for Tutankhamun? Did you smoke something, Fox?
Of course not. I mean a thick container to contain radiation.
Radiation? Please tell me they're not nukes.
They are, from a sunken Soviet submarine.
Shit. That's why there's so much secrecy and surveillance.
Cheer up, Robert. Your capture isn't for something trivial anymore. It's for a nuclear arms race.
Fuck, fuck, fuck! This news is the bomb!
That's a literal way to say it.
Keep me informed, my friend. I want to know all the deets.
I will, Robert. Over and out.
Ok, bon, bon, vous avez lu, hein. J'ai laissé. On parle pas pendant les dialogues. C'est intéressant. On apprend beaucoup de choses sur l'histoire. Ça nous fait avancer. Et une petite sauvegarde qui fait plaisir. Bon. Là, on est entouré de trucs nucléaires, d'ogives nucléaires. Donc, on va pas faire les fous. On va pas balancer des grenades partout, hein. Il y a une poubelle de recyclage, là.
I finally located a recycling bin. I've been needing one for a while.
Why the hell did you need a recycling bin?
To get rid of some stuff.
But couldn't you just toss them on the ground?
Are you taking me for some sort of shitbag?
You were behind enemy lines. It wouldn't be unreasonable.
Look, Lieutenant, I don't abandon my principles at the first sign of adversity.
I see. Now, why did you get rid of items that may be handy later?
Because the more stuff you have, the more you're a slave to your own possessions. And nothing enslaves me. So, I threw away everything that I didn't need. An act that's common to minimalists such as yourself.
Minimalist? Me? Where'd you get that stupid idea?
Take a look at yourself. You look angry and disappointed. As if you're having minimalist intercourse.
How dare you?
Relax, Sergeant. It's obvious what Mr. Fox is trying to do. We've been here for a long time. We're tired, even slightly agitated. Mr. Fox is trying to take advantage of that by getting on my nerves with petty insults, hoping I attack him and provide an officer misconduct charge that enables him to be set free. But that is not going to work, Mr. Fox. Look, I'm used to interrogating assholes like you.
Fuck. You got me, officer. I underestimated you. Fuck. I have to admit that you're very good.
Well, thanks. Yeah, well, let's continue. You said that you got rid of some items.
Ah oui, jette tout, là. Ah d'accord, on n'a plus rien. Les jumelles, je sais pas quoi. Ah. J'ai pas l'utilité des jumelles encore, mais bon. Alors, on va où là? Ok. Donc il a fait le tri. Ah, peut-être monter par en haut. Sûrement. Ou pas. Je fais péter le... Ah, une clé. Ah! Ça doit être la clé du sous-marin, ça, non? Attends, ça doit être la clé du sous-marin. On va le démarrer. Je pense que c'est ça.
After putting the key in the lock and turning it, the sub started to move. I took the mini submarine through underground channels beneath the hangar.
Seriously? Now you can drive mini submarines?
Nope. Never done it before in my life. But I found a manual.
Can you read Russian?
Of course not. It was in English. The mini submarine was American. It was a pretty smooth ride. I didn't have to worry about the battery levels, oxygen, or depth. And the inside was very comfortable. I could practically live in there.
Huh, well, of course. It's an American product. What did you expect?
Yeah, but you know how American vehicles are. They practically explode on contact. Ever seen an action movie? Anyways, that's why I avoided any hard collisions.
On va piloter le sous-marin. Gauche, droite, au bas pour déplacer. Oh là là. Oh, ça va être dur. Il y avait une route en bas. Attends. Il y a un passage en bas. Faut que j'évite de toucher les bords. Là on peut pas passer. Laisse tomber. On va remonter. Ah, c'est pas mal ça. Pilotage du sous-marin. C'est pas mal ça. On est dans un autre hangar. Des WC. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on fait là? Mini torpille. Oh là, c'est quoi ça? C'est en train de se remplir. 50 mini torpilles. Ah, ça c'est pas mal. Il y a la recherche de mini torpilles ici, ok. Ah, faut que je garde les clés. Ok. Et sur RT, très bien. Pas utiliser là, ça sert à rien. Par contre, en bas, du coup, on pourra passer. Ah, je pensais pas qu'il y aurait ce genre de gameplay, moi. C'est pas mal. Ok. Donc ça vise au niveau de la... En fait, ça tire au niveau de la torpille. Oh, c'est parfait. Je sais pas lui que je visais, mais c'est lui que j'ai eu. Là, il y a des ennemis maintenant. Ok. Je préfère dégager ça. Oh. Attention, je touche. Donc là, il y a un petit canal. Là, il y a un tuyau ici. Ça va me permettre. Et pourquoi je pourrais pas passer par là? Parce que là, c'est impossible. Ok. Que je fasse vraiment gaffe. Là, j'ai touché un peu. C'était des touchettes inutiles, mais... Parfait. Pour l'instant, juste pas trop. J'en ai usé une seule.
You had to feel lonely, locked in that submarine underwater.
Nah,
Il y a un
I
boss.
had some company.
Ugile. Ugile. Wow, wow, wow. Il m'a tué là quasiment. Je fasse gaffe là. Ok, c'est pas compliqué. Faut juste comprendre comment il fonctionne. Ugile. Hey Jill. Bon, j'ai pris cher là. Bon, je passe par là. Ok. Stage complete. Eh ben, parfait. C'était rapide. Encore une fois, les secrets que j'ai pas eu. Partie 7, Boom Docks.
I ended up in what looked like a dock. There were containers and stuff. The sea was slightly rough. Oh, and there was a storm.
Voilà, on va s'arrêter là les amis. Je vous dis à la prochaine.